Rekieta segment. By the way, in case you are listening to this on the Alyssa Clips channel, I have been drinking Old Bay seasoned vodka for the last 2 hours and 37 minutes and 40 seconds. So if I sound especially retarded today, and you don't know what's wrong with me, that is why. Happy 4th of July, by the way. I'm not licking the bottle, chat. Cease and desist with your perversions. Okay, this is Dixieland Buckaroo, who did a little bit of a synopsis of what's happening with the Aaron and Nick Rekieta situation. If you don't know, Aaron is Nick's ex-gay boyfriend. He is currently facing criminal charges for stalking and harassment of Kayla, I think. I don't know. It's not stalking harassment. He's got probation that he violated. We talked at length in a previous stream. Basically, he's in trouble for sharing a nude picture of Kayla and has complicated his situations because he agreed to a plea deal that he can't possibly actually keep. So here's our summary of the situation. Aaron requests Nick not be allowed within 1,000 feet of Aaron's home, with no direct content and no online mentions. Good from June 26, unless changed by another court or vacated if he requests it within 20 days. It seems the judge agrees on the no contact and not within 1,000 feet, but not the mentions. So he's not permitted to talk about Kayla, but Nick Rekieta can rail on him constantly. That's not fair, man. That's just not fair. It's like on the forum, even the Kiwi Farms. It's like if the guy that gets into the most arguments is Hollywood Hulk Hogan, because he's like a lib shit. He loves Joe Biden. He loves the Democrats. He thinks they're the best. He loves his Mexican friends. He loves taco stands. And he goes into a thread and he's like, God damn, I fucking love taco stands. And he gets like a guaranteed 100 replies from like Trump tards who are just like, fuck you and fuck taco stands. So eventually, sometimes I have to come in and like, look, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, please stop coming into threads and talking about taco stands. And you fucking retards, please stop tagging him into threads, because if you tag him into a thread, he will show up and talk about taco stands, and that will be the next 40 fucking pages of this thread. So that's what I have to do, okay, as an administrator. I feel like the judge should have a similar policy. If a guy and his gay boyfriend are having a little bit of a domestic, you know, because they did a little bit of a cum swap-a-reno, and now they're both very upset with each other. I feel like the judge should step in and be like, hey, look, you know, this is fucking gay, and your shit's all retarded, and you gotta shut the fuck up. I'm sick of dealing with this, but apparently that's not how it works in Minnesota. Aaron claims Nick, and these were options to be checked or not, only listed options were checked below, that he was followed, monitored, or pursued by the petitioner, or pursued the petitioner, which would be Aaron, made unvisited visits to the petitioner, which means I guess Nick Rekieta is showing up at his house unsolicited, made harassing calls or texts to petitioner. I can believe that, especially if Nick is in the shower, made threats to the petitioner, frightened petitioner with threatening behavior, called petitioner abusive names, or used social media to harass petitioner. That's definitely true. Notably, in the fee waiver section, Aaron alleges fear of substantial harm due to Nick following, monitoring, or pursuing another, whether in person or through any available technological or other means. He requests his address be withheld, but it's in the document in at least 2 places. This was leaked, by the way, to the Minnesota Public Records account, so it includes unredacted information. Aaron calls Nick a former friend. Honestly, I'm going to be real with you. If I'm filing a restraining order, I'm going to hype that shit up. Like, yeah, we were gay boyfriends, cum swapping and shit. That's what he's got to say. He can't be like, look, we were former friends and now he's shit talking me on like his YouTube channel. He's got to be like, bro, we were swapping cum. We were swapping wives. We were J-O-ing in the hot tub. Like, he's got to get down and dirty and be like, yeah, I'm a fucking fag. This guy's my gay fag boyfriend. Because the judge is going to look at this and be like, okay, so your friend is talking shit on social media and sending you text messages. And like, who gives a shit? You start talking about that gay shit, judge is going to be like, we got some fag drama here. The April 11th date from Nick does appear, and it does appear to be Aaron's handwriting. The end date for the using personal info without consent to invite, encourage, or solicit a third party to engage in a sexual act with the victim ends November 10th, 2024. That must be when Aaron finally secured his Google account, ? Aaron notes the start of the monitoring as September 1st, continuing through present day. He also claims Nick, quote, has shown up at businesses he works at to harass the ownership in hopes I will be there. Question mark Stonies, in parentheses, I assume that's his comment. He constantly threatens myself, hints at the fact I should have been killed on his X account, and he's accessed my Google account without authorization and posted screenshots on his X for my search history, and claims he shared private Google information with others. He has appeared on numerous live streams on YouTube, on his own channel, and other people's channel, such as NLO on June, and encouraged people to report him to law enforcement. He has gathered people in public places to harass or intimidate me. Aaron describes the effect of the harassment. I cannot live a normal life, do my daily work, or worry if he's going to invent some new threat or make up a new charge that I am not responsible for. Ever since his arrest for felony cocaine possession and child endangerment. So he's willing, see, that just makes him look petty. You're willing to outline all the bad things that the guy you're petitioning against did, but you're not going to mention the cum swapping. Yeah, someone's trying to save face to the judicial system. That's not how it works. You gotta humiliate yourself and humble yourself before the judge and be like, no, I am a fucking dainty little fag and I did cum swap and my boyfriend's out to kill me. You don't get to do this shit where you're just like, yeah, we're totally friends. And yeah, he's a totally bad guy and shit. I have been worried he could come to my house and cause trouble, especially while my children are at home. He says that, yes, it will continue. He seems unhinged in regards to me and obsessed with inflicting whatever kind of punishment he feels I deserve. I do believe he could get physical at some point. Aaron does ask, he and the kids are included, including an adult ward for whom he's a legal guardian. That was not granted because Nick's actions to date have not been directed at the children. But Patrick Melton talks about using his children as a cup holder. Probably should have mentioned that as well. Aaron seems not to request initial hearing. Court agreed. HRO was requested for 1 year. The funniest bit is from this. He says, he made a message to me on the app Signal telling me to kill myself because I refused to come over to his house and continue swinging with him. The with him is handwritten and an edit in Aaron's writings. So I guess he had this written up and then edited it to try and distance himself or something. I'm not sure.
Thank you for watching this clip. This is Perspicacity. Remember to like and subscribe.